Many people in America support the military, but most Americans are against war. Unfortunately, we do have some Americans who are actually for war as part of the fascism of the country. But many Americans see um, the way the country acts and policies they pursue as creating wars or creating conditions to make wars possible. In that case, the military is perpetuating itself by having wars. And while the people in the military are also the victims of this, uh, the military is a war machine that's not being checked or stopped in any way. Um, a lot of people do see it that way, even if there doesn't seem to be anything to be done about it. The military does do other things besides war, like they help in uh, protecting, rescuing people from natural disasters, which unfortunately there's going to be more of due to climate change, which is not really an unrelated topic. The same people who are threatening our freedoms and the country itself and the people's lives are also threatening the planet, the ones stopping the environment being saved. But that is more to talk about. So for focusing on the military, while it does do things to protect people from natural disasters and things of that nature, we're going to need more of that. And I've always felt that we can convert the military to that purpose, because really, when you look at it, even though it's called defense, there hasn't been like an attack on America that requires this level of defense in the traditional sense. But the foundation and principle of the military is to defend the country and to defend the people of America. Right now we're in a situation where the greatest threat has come from within in the form of Donald Trump. And he's recently admitted to lying about the virus and being responsible for all these deaths. It's too generous to think of him as being stupid, or that being an honest mistake or something. That we have to look at it as the level of genocide, especially with all the other things he's done against America, that he is a traitor and is committing treason and genocide against us. That's a great threat against us, and if the military is going to protect us from a threat, that's the greatest threat we faced. With 200,000 people killed, that's 100 times more than on the terrorist attack of September 11th. So Trump is really a bigger terrorist and is trying to set an even higher score in killing us. Needs to be stopped. Another situation going on, or another part of the situation, is the white supremacist terrorists acting on Trump's behalf, both in the police forces and outside the police forces, or in plain clothes, or whatever you call it, driving through protesters in unmarked police cars, which obviously only police would have access to, or a lot of the terrorist acts, even against the police, people shooting the police, turn out to be Boogaloo Trump terrorists trying to create more violence and chaos and tension between people, or possibly killing cops who are maybe going to turn other cops in, something like that. But so we don't know about that yet, but for some of them, but most of the ones that we do know, they do turn out to be Trump terrorists. So there's a terrorism problem from white supremacists in America, and the FBI identified this in their report. They identified the white supremacist terrorists as the biggest threat to American national security. There's a whistleblower who recently let us know this, because in the report, Trump forced them to change the report and take that out, also to take out things about Russia, and to just insert some ideas about Antifa, whatever they think Antifa is. And basically, that if he sided with the white supremacists and is protecting the white supremacists from the FBI, identifying them as the greatest threat to our security and the greatest terrorist threat, which they have been through all these Trump years, and really before that too, our greatest terrorist threat is here from white supremacists, but Trump has identified that he is on their side and on the side of the Russians. And so that's what we're against, a threat that comes from within and a foreign threat from Putin. And the military is perfectly within its scope to protect us from those in any way it sees fit. And I'm anti-military myself. I wish we could change it all into a stop global warming and go green force instead, and save people from what we've already done. But while we have it, it could fulfill that purpose and help save democracy and save a lot of lives. And our Congress and other powers that are supposed to fill that role aren't doing their job But it is also the job of the military to protect America and defend us, and this is the threat we're up against. So I hope if you agree, you'll comment or share this video, and we can get this discussion started about really saving America from a terrorist and foreign threat. Thank you. Have a good day.